We are gonna talk about self-love, something y'all are lacking. Okay, I need y'all to learn how to love yourself because you can't be a part of this club if you can't love yourself. I need all of my girls to love themselves, respect themselves, and think of themselves as queens, alright? Listen, if you can't love yourself, how would anybody else love you? You need to learn how to love yourself first before expecting somebody else to love you. Imagine your mom carrying you for 9 freaking months, forming a heartbeat and doing all of those things just for you to call yourself ugly or not love yourself. Imagine that. Imagine how disrespectful that is. So I want y'all to get together, get your cup of tea or whatever snack that you want. We're gonna talk about how you're gonna start loving yourself from now on. This will be your first and last video you watch before you change yourself and love yourself like crazy. There will literally be nobody who you will love more than yourself. So you know what? Let's get into the video. Okay, first things first, you need to let go of people who make you not want to love yourself. For example, a boyfriend. If your boyfriend is always making you insecure or tells you things that are not appropriate or things that literally hurt you, things that make you want to feel like you don't want to love yourself at all, you need to let him go. You need to let your partner go. Now, we also have friends like this, friends who make you just not want to love yourself. They will point out every single insecurity of yours. They will make you feel like you're the shittiest person on earth. They will make you feel bad. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know why I have to say this, but you have to get rid of such people. Now, the only people that you actually can't get rid of, unfortunately, if you are under 20, that is your family members. Now, I know some people have it hard. You can find it difficult to love yourself in a toxic household because your mom will make you feel insecure, your dad will make fun of you, your brother will make fun of you. There are certain family members who will make you feel bad. But my advice to you about this is just ignore them. Literally just ignore them. But when it comes to removable people like a partner, friends, or your boss, get rid of them, because number one thing about loving yourself is letting things go that make you not want to love yourself. So in order to love yourself, you have to let all of those things go because you can't do it any other way. You can't love yourself while you have all of these negative people around you. You need to surround yourself with people who love themselves and love you for who you are and let you be who you are. And you need to be around positive-minded people. You need to be around people who don't have any negative thought in their heads. You need to be with someone who makes you want to love every inch of your body. You can't be with people who make you want to hate yourself. So now that that's out of the way, once you finish this video, I want you to make a list of people who have made you feel insecure, ugly, sad, make you not want to love yourself, and block them and never talk to them ever again. Now, if you can't do that with family members, mwah, bravo. Number 2, stop comparing yourself. You are literally comparing yourself to people online who also have insecurities. You think Kim Kardashian doesn't have insecurities? Why do you think she photoshops her pictures? And I don't blame all of these models who photoshop their pictures or whatever because they are fixing their own insecurities, alright? And they feel confident doing it, and I don't judge them. But I want you to stop comparing yourself to those Instagram models or your ex-boyfriend's girlfriend. I want you to stop comparing yourself to people on the internet. Let me tell you something. I was in a relationship once where I felt so freaking insecure. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not pretty enough, I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes, I blah 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 blah. I didn't love myself so much to the point that I didn't see my own beauty. I was comparing myself to the point that I couldn't see my own beauty. And the minute I realized that there were people who thought that I was the most beautiful girl in the world because of my skin color alone, I was like, wow, I have been missing out on so much just because I was busy comparing myself to other people, which is so freaking irrelevant. And comparing yourself to people you see on the internet is much worse because you don't know how many people edit their pictures. It's a lot about the angles, the lighting, and all of those things. Stop comparing yourself to others when it comes to looks, career, and all of those things. Have you ever heard of the saying, do not compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 15? Don't do that shit. You have to be on your own lane, your own path, and mind your own goddamn business instead of comparing yourself to somebody else. Do you know when Olympic runners or just athletes, when they run on that track, it is strictly advised not to look at your opponent, your competitor, because you will lose, because you are too busy wasting that energy and time looking at your competitor while your competitor is just focused on themselves. So please keep that in mind. Do not compare yourself to people online or people around you. Focus on yourself. Focus on the things that you love about yourself, because I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of things you could love about yourself. Number 3, I want you to appreciate yourself. I want you to remind yourself of all the achievements you have achieved till this day. You guys are so busy, too focused on the wrong things, on the negative things, that literally does not allow you to love yourself. But imagine how things will change the minute you decide to focus more on the things that you have achieved instead of the things that you haven't achieved. Now, if you're on a fat loss journey and you have actually lost at least 5 pounds, so you have to be proud of yourself instead of comparing yourself to Instagram models, alright? If you are at least 2 steps ahead of your career than you were a few months ago, you should be so freaking proud of yourself instead of comparing yourself to your colleague who's 10 steps ahead of you. Always focus on yourself, and I want you to every single day wake up and remind yourself of all of the things that you have achieved till this day, all the struggles that you went through, all the times that you fell down and you got up. I want you to think about all of the beautiful features that you have, your voice, your eyes, all of those little things that people have complimented you on, all of the little things that your parents love, all of the little things that you love yourself about. I want you to remind yourself every single day. It is actually advised to stand in front of the mirror at least for 5 minutes naked, observing yourself and loving yourself and telling yourself positive words. This brings me to my next point: train your mind. Now, our mind is a very freaking powerful tool. We can convince our mind to do anything. We can literally use our mind to turn our thoughts into reality using manifestation. That is the same way, even if you don't believe in the law of attraction, this is something that a lot of people practice every single day. People who don't believe in manifestation and law of attraction, if we can do that with our minds, trust me, you can do anything. Our brain, our minds are the most powerful tool that we have, that we don't utilize that much, but we need to. So that is why you are going to use your mind to train yourself to love yourself. It is something that could be trained. You can train yourself to love yourself. I'm not even joking. It is something that has worked for me and has worked for a lot of my clients who I work with. What I want you to do is every day when you wake up, I want you to go in front of the mirror and tell yourself one thing you love about yourself, or anything that you want to love about yourself. For example, I never loved my hip dips before. I used to feel so insecure. I never wore dresses. I never wore skinny jeans or anything that literally showed my hip dips. Later on, I never thought that I would be able to love my hip dips or just not care about my hip dips. Later on, ever since I started training my mind to love every inch of my body, I woke up in the morning and I told myself, in the mirror, I looked at my hip dips, I was like, it's natural, that's how my body is, it's not my fault, and I'm supposed to love it, and I love it. The first few weeks, I didn't even believe it, because I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I thought I was gonna give up, but I continued to do it. I continued to say things that I want to love about myself, and I ended up loving myself so much to the point that at this point, even if someone came and told me to hate myself, they'll give me $1 million, I wouldn't do it, because I love myself way too much. Okay, maybe for $1 billion though. Number 4, I want you to pamper yourself so that you feel loved. I want you to do nice things for yourself. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to treat your day as if it is the biggest day of your life. I want you to brush your teeth, comb your hair, straighten your hair, put on some makeup, put on some nice clothes. Don't stay in your PJs watching TV in front of the couch like a couch potato. Don't do that. I want you to get out of your pajamas, wear something nice, a matching set, or get your hair done. I want you to do that every single day. I want you to be well presented. I want you to look your best every single day, that even if the paparazzi found you that day in your house, you will still look bomb as hell. I want you to do that to yourself, because it really matters. When we're in our PJs, our hair isn't done, we look like a mess, we feel like a mess. But when we look beautiful, we feel beautiful. If getting your nails done makes you feel beautiful, go get your nails done, get your lashes done, get your root touch up, get your brows done, go get waxed. do something that makes you want to love yourself. And when you present yourself to yourself like this, you are going to end up loving yourself even more. Trust me when I say this, self-care is one of the best things ever. So pamper yourself to feel loved. Don't let anyone else do it for you. Do it yourself. I want you to go to a spa, get a massage, get an exfoliation done, do anything that will make you happy. Number 5 is I want you to accept your past or your mistakes. Now everyone has a past, at least 80% of the people. I'm pretty sure you've done mistakes in your life that you find it a little difficult to forgive. You can't forgive yourself, you feel bad. Whatever the situation is, if you need to love yourself, if you want to move forward and you really want to move forward, then you have to accept your past, your mistakes, and let it go. Whatever it is. For example, if you used to be a cheater, or you fucked up a really good relationship and you can't forgive yourself, I want you to really heal from that situation. I want you to understand that mistakes happen. You made a choice, it wasn't a good choice, but it's time to move on because we all grow up, we all move on. So I want you to move on from that situation and accept your past, because if you don't accept your past or accept your mistakes, you will never be able to move forward. And in order to move forward, you need to let go of the things that's holding you back. So accept your mistakes and your past and let it go and leave it there. That also includes leaving all of those negative people in the past, by the way. So yeah, that is how you are going to love yourself. Now trust me when I say this, loving yourself is a process. You can't wake up and love yourself. But what you can do is pretend like you love yourself. Because trust me when I say this, fake it till you make it is the actual thing. It is a manifestation technique. It is something that really works for a lot of people. You want to be rich? Act like you're rich. I'm not saying show off though. You want to be confident? Act like you're confident, but don't be overconfident. It's always being aware of your limits, but when it comes to self-love, don't rush it. Take it slow. But trust me when I say this, if you follow all of these steps, you are going to end up loving yourself, because I'm pretty sure there's always something to love about you. There are many things that I could look at you or sit with you or spend some time with you and start instantly loving something about you. And I'm 100% confident you know it deep in your heart. There is a lot of things that people could love about you, and fuck people, who cares about what they think? There are many things that you could love about yourself. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now if you felt like this video was helpful and you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment down below. It'll really help me boost this video to other people on other people's homepages on YouTube and TikTok and other social media platforms. So yeah, that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.